Hello and welcome to Hex Creek Paints. My name is Sean and welcome to my madness. So I was actually asked by a friend on how I paint my more darker skin tone, so I thought I'd go through that today for you guys. What I have here is a Chaos Bloodriever, I believe, and all I'm doing is starting out with a base color of Dryad Bark. And to build up a nice highlight, what I'm going to do is add in a little bit of Bugman's Glow to get a sort of more pinkish brown mixture going on. And I'm going to be building this up, adding a little bit more Bugman's Glow, and eventually for the scarring on the center of his chest, what I'm going to do is just add in a little Kislev flesh to make it pop and be a little bit brighter than the rest. And you can't forget the nip nips. So now we're getting into the red, and as usual, it's just my standard mixture of my acrylic black ink and Mephiston red to get the base color, and then build up with regular Mephiston red until I get to the pure red, and after that I'm just gonna add in a touch of Vallejo flat yellow to make that orangish color to finish it off. Now, with all of this, I'm still new to learning the color wheel and what is visually appealing, and I had heard, I don't remember from where, but about the rule of 3, where you want to spread out on a miniature 3 different areas, bottom, middle, and top for the specific color. So at first I tried to do the loincloth, helmet, and then I was thinking about doing the axe and the weapons red, but I decided against that because the weapons just didn't look right. So I thought that just the helmet and loincloth would work well as that reddish color. now get to the pants, and you know, I kind of don't care much for the standard, you know, black and red and gold for Khorne based armies. I mean, it's nice and all, but I don't know, everybody does it, and it's nice to stand out a little bit, but not too much. So what I decided to do, instead of just making the pants black, I would actually make them a dark gray. So to do that, I started off with an undercoat of just pure black, my Volatile flat black, and then I decided, instead of bringing out another paint, what I would do is just bring in Vallejo's pure white and mix my own shade up, starting off just with a dark gray and then periodically moving it up to a brighter gray. The wrapping in skulls, I'm going to just be doing basic Xandri dust with the black ink, and eventually just bring it to a brighter color using the flat white, until I get to a point where I actually think it looks nice. So a lot of the model, I don't actually care to bring out all the detail. You know, I used to try and get every little itty bitty detail, but lately, all I really want to do is focus on key areas. For this model, it's going to be the chest and the helmet itself. Those are the areas that I am trying my hardest on, and I think that those turned out good, so everything else on the model, you can get away with not really worrying too much about it. now we get to the weapons. So I wanted to try something a tad bit different, and I actually think it turned out pretty horrible. I'm actually really not too happy with the weapon, but it is what it is. So I started off using my rust colors as the base coat, and I went way too heavy on the rust colors, and then I started to backtrack on it, then add too much again, backtrack, and eventually, it came out decent as sort of a darker steel with very unusual highlights. And even the trim, I had attempted at first to bring in the brass or gold color that you normally see on Khorne models, and it was just blending in too much with the rust color, so I decided to go with just a pure silver using the Volatile aluminum. And it turned out okay, but I definitely think I could have done a hell of a lot better on that. And so to finish up the accents, I was starting to not feel too well while painting the model, so I just wanted to get it done. So I just cleaned everything up with a flat black and used Skaven Blight Dinge to get a little bit of a highlight, and called it a day for those. And here you can see me using the Balthazar Gold as just a plain color, and as I said, I thought it blended in way too much, so I decided to just scrap that whole idea. It's just cleaning up the model, adding the Skaven Blight Dinge. I used the Dryad Bark for the handles of the weapons. But all in all, I really enjoyed the model, and no, it is not completed. And it's not completed because I haven't done the base yet. The base is actually my next video. I'll probably upload that next week. But because all my armies are fighting each other, I really wanted my Chaos Warband to start to be based so that they can fight my Sylvaneth. And my plans are going to be pretty interesting. Not your typical spot to find Khorne warriors, but I think it'll turn out very well and be very fitting. So in the next video, we'll be finishing this model up fully, getting it all based up. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy.